So in just a few hours, George Santos will be sworn in as the representative for the New York's 3rd congressional district in the House of Representatives. You know that his legitimacy is put into doubt by the slew of lies that he's been caught in. And a lot of you have asked me a few questions that I wanted to answer in this video. First question is, what happens if after he's sworn in, he is indicted and maybe even convicted? And the answer is nothing as far as his job as congressman is concerned. He can continue discharging his duties as Congress member, even if he's convicted. Number 2, you've asked me if there's anything that Congress can do to object to his seating, and the answer is yes and no. There is a provision in the rules that would allow Congress members to object to Santos' seating, but in 1969, the Supreme Court in Powell v. McCormick decided that that power is limited to instances where the member does not meet the constitutional requirement to become a congressperson, and those constitutional requirements are age, citizenship, and residency. Now, there are some people that are saying that maybe Santos is not a citizen, but I don't think that there's any proof of that, at least as of right now. And the third question is, if he ends up being seated and sworn in, can the constituents of his district recall him? And the answer is absolutely not. There is no provision whatsoever for the recall mechanism to be applied to members of Congress, of the United States Congress. Some states have tried to pass laws like that, but they've all been struck down as unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. For that very reason, the Constitution does not provide for a recall mechanism to be applied at the federal level. So the only option that would allow Santos to be forcibly removed by Congress is an expulsion, but that is a virtual impossibility because it would require a 2/3 majority vote in the House. And we know that the Republicans are not going to vote for it because it would force a special election, which would put into jeopardy a very important seat in the House that they hold with a very slim majority. Just to give you an example of how unlikely it is, in the history of our country, only 5 House members have been expelled. So the only other option that's left is resignation, but I think that while he's under tremendous pressure to resign, he's not going to do it, or at least he's not going to do it in the immediate future. So my prediction is he's going to be sworn in as a congressperson, and we're going to have to stomach him for the foreseeable future.